What are the rides at Epcot for little kids? Is Epcot even good for little kids, or is it just a park mainly for adults and big kids? Those are the questions I get the most often as a former Disney cast member turned local Disney homeschooling mom who has taken her kiddos to Disney World over 200 times. So I'm going to answer those questions today. We're going to talk about these 7 rides at Disney World that are great for little kids, toddlers, and babies even. They are rides with no height requirement. There are 7. We're going to give you them in this video, plus tips on how to enjoy them. I'm Jordan Ashley, and together we vacation.
We live in Mickey's backyard right here at Walt Disney World. I'm a former cast member and we're local pass holders. And we're in the parks weekly with our 3 kids. So we've learned what really works for families. This Epcot series was created to help you explore this park with confidence, even with toddlers or little ones in tow. From stroller-friendly routes and quiet corners to the best kid-friendly rides, snacks, and play areas, we're here to help you plan a trip that is perfect for the whole family. Our family of 5 loves to travel to create core memories and bonds that last a lifetime. We believe traveling with kids isn't just possible, it can be truly magical with the right tips, tools, and a little bit of pixie dust. On our channel, you'll also find videos from our Disney Cruise Line series, along with family-friendly travel guides for destinations around the world, from Europe to Hawaii and beyond. So, if you're dreaming of more adventures with your family, be sure to subscribe. We're here to help you travel more together. Ride number 1, the Grand Fiesta Tour, starring the 3 Caballeros in Mexico. Now, this is the only right place to start in Mexico if you are in the World Showcase. If you think opposite and you want to start in Canada, comment down below. We can have a friendly debate down there. But this ride is one of my kids' favorites. It is newly reopened after some recent updates, and we ride it often because it typically has one of the shortest lines in the World Showcase. So it's always one of our go-to, especially as Disney locals. We don't always wait in line for every ride every time. So a short line is always a win, especially when you're here with toddlers. There is no height requirement for this ride or any other ride today. This one, you do not even have to take your baby out of a baby carrier if they are in one. For example, I took my 1.5-month-old in the baby carrier. It was a lovely and peaceful ride. It's also a dark ride, so it's nice and cool and calming experience. I love that the girls get to experience a little bit of the culture of Mexico and see little bits and pieces of that, hear a little bit of Spanish. My girls love that it is colorful and they get to see Donald Duck pop up in lots of funny ways, as Donald Duck tends to do. It does have a little bit of small world vibes, especially in one particular section. But if you are coming to the park with little kids, this is a ride that you must do. Next up, Living with the Land inside the Land Pavilion. Our whole family loves this ride, and that might be surprising once you learn a little bit more about what it is. But let me explain. This ride is all about different types of environments and nature and how people can interact with it. For example, agriculture. First, you start off in a little bit of a dark ride. You get to experience a few different scenes. You even get a glimpse of Garden Grill, which is a character dining restaurant that serves food made in the Living with the Land attraction. If you want to see our review on that, you can check it out after this video. I will link it in the description box below. After the dark ride portion, you move on to a greenhouse that is showing all variety of different plants, aquaculture, and innovative ways we are learning to grow food. This is really fun for my husband, who was inspired to start hydroponics because of this ride. My dad also was inspired to start hydroponics, and both of them really love this ride. My kids also enjoy this ride because they like spotting all the different plants, but specifically they love finding all the hidden Mickeys on this ride. There's usually several. Up next, Spaceship Earth. Now, a lot of people know this as the big ball, the Epcot ball, the golf ball, but alas, it is Spaceship Earth, and yes, it is a ride. Now, many times you'll be able to ride this as a walk-on ride, so you won't have a long queue. It is a continuously moving attraction. However, during certain times of day, it'll be 20, maybe 30 minutes. This ride's really cool because as a Disney homeschool mom who really likes to learn, grow, and explore everywhere we go, including at Walt Disney World, we love all the educational aspects of this ride, and I love that I can go on it with my now 3 kids without having to need another adult. In this ride, you travel back to the dawn of humanity, and you get to learn about how communication styles have changed over the years and the different innovations in how we communicate with the world around us. So you see different things like the Roman road, the Gutenberg printing press, televising the broadcast of the moon landing, etc. My girls really like the part at the end where they get to create their own future. It's a very relaxing ride. It is in the dark. It's great for nap time. It's about 10 to 15 minutes, but be sure to take potty breaks beforehand because we have been stopped a couple of times on the ride, and it just so happens when my toddler needs to go to the restroom. But this is a classic and can't miss attraction.
I love the Space Evolve. I love it too.
Up next, journey into imagination with Figment. My kid's favorite ride always changes. Currently, my 4-year-old really loves Spaceship Earth that we just talked about, but she's starting to prefer the journey into imagination with Figment. Now, this ride almost never has a wait. It's all about this lovable little dragon named Figment that has since become one of the symbols of EPCOT, and it's how Figment takes you through the senses lab where you learn about the 5 senses. It's very whimsical, and there's elements of a dark ride, and of course it engages multiple senses. You will not taste anything, thankfully. But this ride is also fairly slow. There are no quick turns. My 6-year-old's one complaint is that one room is particularly stinky because Figment can be a little bit tricky, a little bit of a prankster. I love that this ride has almost no line almost all the time, so I can get a quick win in for my kiddos. We can ride it multiple times, or they can enjoy the play space after the ride. If you would like to know more about all the different activities for kids to do that are not ride related at EPCOT, I have a full video about that as well, so be sure to check out our EPCOT playlist and our Disney World with Toddlers playlist. But really, this is just a great ride that'll give you a song to have stuck in your head the rest of the day, and it's perfect for when your littles want to ride a ride while the big kids are on a ride like Soarin'.
Imagination, imagination, a dream come true. And there I me and you. That's
What do you think? Would your kiddos be excited so far? What would be the ride they're most interested in so far? I'd love to hear down in the comments below. If not, or if you have any other questions about taking littles to Disney World, EPCOT in particular, or not, I would love to answer them. And if this video has been helpful to you so far, please give it a like. It's very helpful for me to know what is helpful to you, because I want to help you have the most magical vacation on Earth. So if you want more of this free content to help you plan your vacation, save time planning, stress less so you can just focus on those memories, then be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we post tips, resources, and inspiration for family travel to Disney destinations and beyond. So without further ado, on to the next one.
Welcome to Frozen Ever After. This is the one and only ride all about those beloved queens, Elsa and Anna. This ride is in the Norway Pavilion here at EPCOT. It kind of re-themed the beloved attraction Maelstrom back in 2014, and this ride is always very popular. This ride is great for toddlers because of the theming. There are some beloved characters and songs that they're going to recognize, which is always fun. It is a boat ride, however, it does go backwards at times and does have a small drop, but it is still appropriate for all ages, babies included. There is no height restriction. The one thing to note about this ride is that there is always a long line, especially in midday to evening. So my personal suggestion to a lot of my clients is to go to this ride first. So typically when I'm planning for my guests or my clients, I will suggest they go to this ride pretty early on in the day. Perhaps after going to Guardians of the Galaxy, go straight to Frozen Ever After, then enjoy some of the World Showcase, and moving on to other attractions. Now I know there are different strategies, but this one works for me. I've taken my kids and done this dozens of times, so let me know what works for you down in the comments below. This is not a ride that we typically ride when we are here just for a couple of hours because it does take up a good portion of your day, but it is of course a favorite for kids. Truthfully, one of my favorite things is when the ride actually goes down and some amazing cast members from Norway come out and perform essentially the ride for guests, and it's hilarious and really fun. And the last time we saw this happen, one of the amazing cast members looked just like Elsa and played the part to a T. Disney, take note. This next ride is a fan favorite in our family, and that is The Seas with Nemo and Friends. Again, this is an attraction for all ages, no height requirement of course. It is filled with some Disney IP. You'll get to see Nemo and some of his buddies. It is a dark ride and it is a continuously moving attraction, so typically there is no wait if you go during the right time of day. Sometimes you'll get up to about 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you're there during the busy time. But this ride is great. There are so many things for the kids to see, And then at the end, you'll hear a song that they play in the Animal Kingdom Finding Nemo show. And you'll see Nemo and friends swimming inside a real aquarium, which is really fun because then you get to disembark the ride and go explore the aquarium there with so many amazing animals. My kids have a blast. We can spend all day in here, and my daughter specifically requests to come to Epcot for this ride. The ride vehicle is called a Clammobile, and it is essentially the same as the Little Mermaid ride at Magic Kingdom. If you want to see more about the Magic Kingdom rides, there's 19 as compared to 7 that are great for little kids, so be sure to check out that video next if you're planning your Disney trip with toddlers or little kids.
This last one is one of the must-do attractions here at Epcot, whether you have little kids or if you are a solo adult, no matter what, it's a must-do and one of the top attractions here. Therefore, it has a lot of tips and tricks to go along with it to make sure you get to enjoy it. So before we get there though, please be sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell if you would like more tips, tricks, resources, and inspiration for family travel. We have a whole playlist for Disney vacation planning, and we are here every week. And so I want to share my knowledge with you so you can stress less while you plan, so you can focus on making memories. Now, on that note, I do offer concierge planning services at no cost to you. I am a vacation planner that specializes in Disney destinations and family travel. So if you would like to use my concierge planning services at no cost to you, be sure to fill out a guest interest form in the description box below, or you can comment or even just send me an email at jordanashley@fantasticalvacations.com, and I would be honored to help you plan so that you can have the most magical vacation on earth. Now, on to that last ride.
We're on our 7th and last ride here at Epcot for little kids with no height requirement. Now, this is not just a ride for little kids, it is for all ages, and it is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. This ride can also be found at Disneyland Paris, but we did choose to skip that attraction there because we have it here at Walt Disney World. Now, this attraction almost always has one of the longer waits in the park. Typically, it'll be about an hour. That is an average, of course. Now, if you are staying at the Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach Club, Swan and Dolphin, or perhaps one of the other Skyliner resorts where you get to enter the park right beside France, you will have a better chance of getting to that ride early on in the day, where you will have shorter wait times, closer to 30 minutes or so. This is another attraction that some people will recommend doing first thing in the morning, but I would rather wait in this line later on in the day than the Frozen Ever After line because it's primarily shaded or inside. This ride is very fun for all ages. It is a trackless ride. You get shrunk down to mice height. It's a 3D attraction, and the kids absolutely love it. You feel like you are scurrying around with Chef Remy. What'd you think of the ride?
When I saw the hand, I was yapping.
Did you like it?
Yes. When he just dunked, we hold it on now. It was so stinky, and then when everything was upside down, everyone was yapping. This is my favorite part. The prize! Imagination, a dream come true. And then me and you. That's mine, me and you. That's mine, me and you.